Today we're going to do a really fun drawing project. We're going to draw ornaments. Ornaments are those round, shiny things that people put on their Christmas trees. When we are done, our project will look like this. To do this project, you'll need a couple things from around your house. You'll need a piece of paper, a pencil, some crayons or colored pencils, and then 3 different size round objects to trace. Lids of jars work really well. This project is all about learning how to draw overlapping objects. Overlapping means one is going to look like it's on top of the other, and one's going to look like it's underneath the other. Using your pencil and the largest circle you're going to trace, draw 2 big circles at the bottom of your paper. In this picture, you can see that my blue jar lid is overlapping or on top of the other 2 circles. But we're going to do something special that's going to make it appear like that circle is behind the other 2. To do that, we're only going to trace the top of the circle and the little space on the bottom of the circle. We're not going to cross over any of the lines that I've already drawn. Look very carefully at what I did. Can you see I only drew the top part and the bottom part? And now, because I did that, it looks like that 3rd circle is behind the other 2 circles. Now we're going to draw some other overlapping circles, but we're going to use the next size jar lid, the medium one. And I'm going to put it on top of a couple other circles, but I'm only going to trace the part that's up on top. Then I'm going to move my jar lid and place it on top of another circle, but again, I'm only going to trace the part that's on top of the other circle. I'm not going to cross over any of those lines I've already drawn. Because I didn't cross over any of those lines when I traced my circles, it looks like I have a lot of ornaments behind other ornaments. Now we're going to use the smallest jar lid, and we're putting it up higher on the page. And when you do that with drawing, it makes things look farther away. It makes your picture look more 3D. Use the small circle to trace a couple ornaments at the top. Again, don't cross over any lines that you've already drawn. Now we're going to add some smaller details. Look at the top of that ornament. It's the place where the hanger attaches. Let's learn how to draw that part. It doesn't matter where you put it on the circle, but it's going to start with 2 curved lines. Then draw a straight line across, connecting those 2 curved lines, and draw some half circles on the top, just to make sort of a ruffly top. Then you're going to draw the little metal hanger that goes on top of an ornament. It goes up straight for a little bit, and then it gets a nice curly Q at the end. Now we're going to draw a reflection shape. That's where it's going to make your ornament look like light is bouncing back off of it. We don't color in that shape, we just draw it on top. Now we're going to add those parts to all the other ornaments that you've drawn. It doesn't matter where you put them on each ornament, just try not to have them all going the same direction. Our next step is to color. You can use colored pencils or crayons. You want to color all going the same direction. It makes it look much neater if your crayon goes the same direction all the time. Be careful around the edges so that you don't go out of the lines. One of my students who did this once colored the top of each ornament the same color as the ornament, only they made it a little darker, and I thought that was a great idea, so you might want to do that also. Next, using a black crayon, outline the edges of everything that you've drawn. This will make your artwork just pop off the page. Now we're going to add some shadows or shading to make our ornaments look more 3-dimensional. Look at the long lines that I've drawn sort of on the side and the bottom of a couple ornaments. Do that with yours. Now finish that shading by going across the other direction with some shorter curved lines. That's called cross-hatching. When you add those details to all of your ornaments, you get a beautiful holiday picture. Have fun!